All right, hey, what's up, everyone? Here we are, hole number 6 here. Wasn't really sure what to expect here. I brought a Berserker. With tailwinds, we can typically try to go off of here. We're not going to be able to do that here, so I'm just trying to decide as to kind of what's my next best approach here. And it's hard to really say for certainty. One of the things that I do like to do is maybe get the ball up here positioned. And if you can keep some kind of power ball. This is another hole where using kind of an overcorrection technique will help you get the same distance each and every time. So you can try to do this kind of with kind of a precision play to help you get out to here. And, as I mentioned with the turkey ball, for example, being able to have that extra power in the event that we need it. But you'll see I have the sniper on. And then turkey ball. And if you can kind of land up here, and I'm thinking something along the lines of this, maybe 5.5 on the top spin. Somewhere around here. And you can see that it's more or less just trying to get this to bounce kind of perfectly up there. And this is, what is that, 5.25. We're going to back off and make it 5. Almost 6.5 rings here. And it's really about precision here. You got to be perfect with your rings. It looks like I actually wasn't, so we'll have to regroup here and do this one again. But what I like about trying to get it this way is you can get it to where you can do the same thing and just replicate it and try to get the ball to a specific spot. So that's one of the reasons that you see that I'm not trying to bend it. Like, I'm not trying to do curl because I'm trying to do something that's a little bit more consistent. And you can see in terms of my rings, they just kind of overplayed. The target ended up on higher ground and the ball launched as a result. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're just going to kind of make just slight modifications to our initial startup, one, and then B, kind of how we pull the rings. We're going to pull at just a slightly modified angle. Another thing that I'll probably do is I might put the left spin on just to create just a little bit better angle against the wind here. So we're going to just put the left spin on to the side, and you can see same play here. And, all in all, more than anything, I just kind of got robbed because you can see that the ball is like, how did it go up to that rough? Like, I'm not even close to that target area. So how is it launching, 2 full rings? But what we're going to do is we're just going to be a little bit more careful with our ring pull here and make sure that, very sideways this time. Very similar. It's about 6.6 rings. Making sure not to add any power. Second bounce, good. And you can see that it just kind of rolls out to kind of a perfect distance to where it's very consistent. So you can see it just basically took, just one revision there. And then we can get it to that perfect rollout each and every time when we do it this way. And we'll just have to be just a little bit more careful with our start setup. So, but what this is going to allow you to do is be a little bit more consistent with the way that you play this. And with the way that the ring play is here. So first off, you'll want to kind of test, where you are in terms of the ring play. You'll see here, we're just going to try to basically bump this up here. I'm thinking something along the lines of this. And then what this should be able to do is you can see if I set up at kind of the perfect spot here, I'm going to be able to keep these rings out of the bushes. So we are going to do, in this situation, maybe 6.9 rings, give or take. Make sure that you don't short hit this. It looks like my ring play is just a bit much, but you can see that I can get a nice little bump in there. And you'll just want to, make sure that your distance is consistent. If I'm farther from the hole than that, the ball is going to be in the air. Maybe that's the perfect ring adjustment. If I get a little bit closer to that rough there, and it looks like I'm a little bit more towards the finish line, I'm going to have to go even less rings. But the key there is just going to be kind of getting that balance there, or kind of mapping it out, saying, for that, what wind did I have there? I don't even know. It was like 7.6 or something, or 7.7. And you could just kind of map it out. You could say, if I'm 7.7 or 7.6 with the wind, I need to go 6.5, and then you can kind of map it out that way. Once you actually find the adjustment that is perfect, you can just kind of write out an adjustment for all the different winds that you could possibly have. And then, keep in mind that you may need to just gently change those based on your proximity to the hole. So you'll kind of want to use that max red line to kind of say, okay, this is just the same distance as the first time. You want some reference to go off of, and that's the best. It's more accurate than drive distance. So is using that red line. So if you have a marker that you can pull the red line to, you can say, okay, this time I'm 2 yards farther, so the ball's going to be in the air just a little bit longer. I might want to go an extra 10th ring in this situation. These are the type of analytical things that you'll want to be thinking about for holes like that. So keep that in mind. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.